guys, and welcome into another Buffy reaction. Today we are watching season 2, episodes 9 and 10. These two episodes are a part 1 and a part 2, so we have What's My Line part 1 and What's My Line part 2. I wonder if this was meant to be the mid-season finale. That was like a thing back when we had like the long dramas with like the 22 episodes per season. They would have a mid-season finale a lot, and I wonder if we're getting like a back-to-back part 1, part 2 in the middle of the season because of that, and there's going to be a lot going on in these two episodes. If so, I'm very excited. The last two episodes were really good. We had Lie to Me, where I would say the main thing that we learned from that one is some backstory with Drusilla and Angel. And we had the whole like vampire cult villain that we had sympathy for kind of twist happen in that episode. And then we had episode 8, The Dark Age, where Giles's past kind of came back and caught up to him, and this like ritual magic stuff that he got into with a group of friends back in London came back, and Igon was like the name of this creepy spirit guy that they unlocked, and he's dead now thanks to Angel's demon killed him inside of Angel's own body, which was interesting. But it was a really sad ending because Calendar got caught up in the Igon thing. She got possessed by Igon and she really went through it, and she's kind of taking a step back from Giles, it seems, which I'm really sad about. A lot of the comment section on the last video focused on the idea of what love is with vampires. I brought it up because I could see that Drusilla and Spike do care for each other, and I was confused by that because I was like, wait, don't vampires, like, aren't they not capable of love because they had their souls, you know, sucked out of them or whatever it is? And so there were a lot of comments around that, and a lot of people explaining, you know, they do still feel emotions and they do feel love, but it's not a pure love that humans are able to feel. It's more of a selfish love. And then we had this one comment that I'm going to read out to you guys. Don't think of vampires as lacking emotions. Think of them as lacking a conscience and a sense of social connection. The love that is felt by Spike and Drusilla is an obsessive love based on desire and passion. They lack any concept of being willing to sacrifice for the other. They just each pursue their own desires, which happen to overlap. This is what Angel means about having been with Darla for over a century and never loving her. He thought he did, just as she thought she loved him, but it was a love that lacked true connection. It is only now that he has a soul that he can connect with someone. I think it all comes back to like selfish versus selfless. I just thought it was an interesting discussion that got brought up last episode, and I appreciate all of you who left comments about it because it was something that was on my mind. With that being said, we're going to jump right into today's reactions of episode 9 and 10. What's My Line? Was that like a game show back in the day? It sounds familiar. Yeah, it was whoa, it's an old game show from the 50s. 26 seasons. A long-running panel show in which a celebrity panel questioned members of the public or a famous guest to try to guess their jobs. Is this the game show that was like spoofed on Friends and Joey was on it and he was like, a ghost? Do you know what I'm saying? I can't remember what his quote was, but he was really bad at it. If you would like to watch my full uncut reactions, that is available below on my Patreon, along with some other fun bonus content. But if you would rather just watch my edited reaction here on YouTube, let's get into it. Career fair. Oh my god. That makes sense, because What's My Line was like about guessing jobs. Was I not just saying a couple episodes ago I was like getting curious about what they want to be when they grow up?
No matter what my aptitude test says, we already know my deal.
Yep, high risk, sub-minimum wage.
Pointy wooden things.
Why are you even taking the test?
But she doesn't get paid to be the Slayer. She should.
You're not even a teensy-weensy bit curious about what kind of career you could have had?
Do the words sealed in fate ring any bells for you, Will? Unless hell freezes over and every vamp in Sunnydale puts in for early retirement, I'd say my future is pretty much a non-issue.
No, this is a serious question. She doesn't get paid to be the Slayer, so how is she supposed to live when she has to start being an adult?
Give us some peace, would you? Can't you see I'm working?
Oh my god, her little like wailing is so freaky for some reason. It like icks me.
Supposed to hold your cure. It reads like gibberish. Even Dalton here, the big brain, he can't make heads or tails of it. We're running out of time.
This is actually another good example. They do it over and over, and it's been so many times at this point that I'm kind of getting it now. He's always snapping at her, like always snapping at her, and then she goes, oh, and then he goes, oh, I'm sorry. You know, And it's just like over and over and over. You know, if they were capable of like human growth and emotion, this is probably something that they'd be able to work on, and he would stop snapping at her, respect her more than to do that over and over.
I'm not even sure it's a language, actually.
Then make it a language! Isn't that what a transcriber does?
Not exactly.
I want the cure.
Fine. Okay.
The key? You mean this book is in some kind of code?
Yeah.
Is that where we'll find this key?
In the cemetery.
I'll send the boys pronto.
Now will you dance?
I'll dance with you, Betty.
Yeah, and notice he's all happy to dance with her once he got what he wanted. I see it. It's a very selfish love. Guest starring Seth Green. I know him. Oh my god, that's Oz. I'm happy we're getting Oz in this episode. I don't think he was in like the last two at all. Why do I feel like it's too early in the episode? This is gonna be like Angel. Doesn't Angels? I don't know. I think it's gonna be Angel. Nope, we are really just jumping right into it. Do you know what? This has been a thing that I've noticed happen a lot in season 2, where in the first season it felt like there was a lot more leading me on. Oh, I love that she's just waiting for him.
Does rest in peace have no sanctity to you people?
Okay, 1 second. In the first season, I felt like there was a lot more like suspense in a good way a lot of the time, but it just felt like a lot of the time the plot was leading me on and like, just kidding. It leaned more into classic horror movie tropes I felt in the first season, where it would get me on edge, but nothing would really happen, at least not in the first half of the episode. It was a lot of the time all the stuff would go down in the second half, and the first was only setup. But now I've noticed as we get into season 2, it's leaning away from horror and leaning more into thriller, and also it gets the plot going, like not only for the episode but a running plot often that's starting to string through episode by episode as like a season plot. It doesn't mess around. It gets right into it at the beginning of the episodes. And that's something that I've really appreciated and loved about season 2. Oh. I was like, why is she sneaking into her own bedroom, but her mom doesn't know she's out?
You scared me.
Now you know what it feels like, stealth guy.
Yeah.
You don't have to whisper. Mom's in LA till Thursday. Art buying her something.
Oh, why did you sneak
Why'd
in?
you come in through the window?
Habit. We're having this thing at school.
Career week.
How did you know?
I lurk.
Right?
It's okay.
The Cliff Notes version?
I mentioned it before and I'll mention it again. I love those little details they always put in the scenes of the two of them to constantly remind us and to specifically remind them, the characters, he's a vampire, she's human, or Slayer, you know what I mean? Whenever they start to get comfortable with each other, there's always these little reminders that like, oh wait, yeah, he's a vampire, this could never work. And it's just so good that they keep doing that.
I want a normal life. Like I had before.
For me.
No.
No, Angel, it's not you.
Was this part of your normal life?
Oh my God. My parents were fighting all the time, and skating was an escape. I felt safe.
When was the last time you put on your skates?
About a couple of 100 demons ago.
There's a rink out past Route 17.
This could be cute. This could be cute. As soon as she mentioned like wanting to be normal, and I don't know why, it was just the way that they were having a conversation with each other, the way they were talking to each other. I was like, oh, this is gonna lead to them like going on a date and him trying to pretend that everything's normal and make it all normal. And it's even cuter that he's like reaching back into her childhood and he's gonna have her relive her moments that made her most happy when her life was still normal. It's cute. It's cute. But I have a feeling the date's gonna end in a disaster. It's gonna end with a reminder, another reminder that it just doesn't work that way for her.
Motivational speaker on what? 10 ways to a more knowing you?
No, I could see her being a motivational speaker.
Oh, what about you? You're...
That's crazy. They post those results for everyone to see.
According to my test results, I can look forward to being gainfully employed in the growing field of corrections.
Nah, I can't see it. I can't see it.
Laugh now, Missy. They assigned you to the booth for law enforcement professionals.
As in police?
As in polyester, donuts, and brutality.
Didn't check to see which seminar I was assigned to, did you?
I did, and you weren't.
I wasn't what?
On the list.
Is she just too perfect? They're like, you could tackle anything, girl.
Gotta do something. We'll never complete your cure with that bitch breathing down our necks.
Her cure.
I
Also,
need to bring in the big guns.
how exactly?
I'll take care of her once and for all.
Big guns?
The Order of Taraka.
I'm so inspired by your leadership, I'm thinking principal school. I want to walk in your shoes. Not your
Principal
actual
school.
shoes, of course, because you're a tiny person.
Whatever comes out of your mouth is a meaningless waste of breath.
Well, I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to be so honest with me. And I can only hope that one day I'm in the position to be that honest with you.
Fascinating.
Willow Rosenberg, come with us, please.
No way.
Excuse me?
Let's walk.
Is this the FBI? Is this the FBI? This would be insane if they're about to tell her she belongs in the FBI.
You've been selected to meet with Mr. McCarthy, head recruiter for the world's leading software concern. The jet was delayed by fog at SeaTac, but he should be here any minute. We're extremely selective. In fact, only one other Sunnydale student met our criteria.
Tell me it's Oz. Don't. Oh my god. Oh my god. She doesn't even know him. She doesn't even know him.
Canapé.
This is so exciting. But also, what? Some tech company?
It's a reliquary used to house items of religious significance, most commonly a finger or some other body part from a saint.
Note to self. Religion, freaky.
Dulac.
Hold on. 1 second. I was right. Dulac immediately rung a bell, and that is because it is the town that Lord Farquaad rules over and lives in Shrek.
Welcome to Dulac, such a perfect town. Dulac is a perfect place.
Josephus Dulac was buried here. He belonged to a religious
Oh,
sect. that-
is it spelled D-U-L-A-C? Wait, how is this one spelled? This one's D-U-L-O-C. We were close, we were close. I don't think this one's talking about a perfect place to live.
Remember the book that was stolen from the library by a vampire?
Yeah. It is
Yes.
the same
It was
book.
written by Dulac. Damn it.
Okay, yeah.
However, it was written in archaic Latin so that nobody but the sect members could understand it.
Honestly, I kind of, if I'm right in assuming that they're trying to use this book to get that cure, right? That's what they're using it for, like for some cure to help Drusilla. I kind of want that to work for them. Like, I want Drusilla to be cured because I just think it would be interesting to see what she would be like if she was changed in that way. A Dalmatian! What is this? Actually, what is this?
Mrs. Kalish, I'm not selling anything, so I'm not asking you to buy, just to accept a few free samples.
Free?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. Oh, these are the... Oh my god. She is gorgeous. These must be the Order of the Taraka, right?
Cross was more than a mere symbol. It was used to understand certain mystical texts, to decipher hidden meanings and so forth.
These vampires went to all this hassle for your basic decoder ring?
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. We're getting a cute little skating montage. I could go for a cute little wholesome skating montage. If you could please deliver that. I don't want any monsters popping up. Oh my gosh. She's actually so good. Is that really... That's her. She can skate. Why can't she, like Sarah Michelle Gellar, why can she do everything? Is there anything she can't do? Because I'm not convinced. What did I say? No, because what did I say about monsters popping up?
You're in danger. You know what the ring means?
I just killed a Super Bowl champ?
I'm serious. Just go home and wait until you hear from me. You shouldn't have to touch me when I'm like this.
Oh.
Oh, I thought she was like wiping at the blood. I'm like, girl, that's gross. But okay.
I didn't even notice.
Here she is. Another member of the Order.
This guy was hardcore, Giles.
Does she have a heart? Probably not. She's a vampire.
Their credo is to sow discord and kill the unwary.
Bowling is a vicious game.
That's enough, Xander. It's just not the time for jokes. I need to think.
It's always the time for well, maybe not. But I don't know. I get Xander in that sense. I'm always making jokes.
Unlike vampires, they have no earthly desires, but to collect their bounty.
So they're
You won't know who they are
not
until they
vampires.
strike.
They're like a specific type of demon. Ah! What in the world? Walk. Oh my god, not my boy Oz.
God, I'm sorry.
I'm just now realizing they really left us hanging with Willow meeting Oz properly for the first time. And he just, offered her like a canapé? And then we cut to the next scene? Hold on. Have I been in here before? We might have, but if we have, I don't remember it. I don't remember seeing where Angel lives. This is showing a lot though, her coming here. Shows how much she's trusting him now.
Hey, Angel. I didn't recognize you in the dark there. I haven't been in the loop.
Let's try again. The Order of Taraka, they're after the Slayer.
Come on, man.
Who is this random guy and why does he know?
He and that freaky chick of his are...
Shoot. Oh, okay. Ah! Why is she going after him? She's supposed to be after Buffy, no?
If you tell me what I need to know, I won't hurt you.
Yeah.
You think this is funny?
It's kind of funny. She clearly has the upper hand here. Oh, great. That's wonderful. Also, yeah, I wonder why she went after Angel. Maybe because she knew he would be a problem and she wanted to, like, eliminate a threat that would make it easier for her to take out the Slayer, you know? That would make sense. She's smart.
I believe the purpose is to restore a weak and sick vampire back to full health.
Yep.
A vampire like Drusilla?
Exactly.
I want that so badly. Like, is it bad that I want her back to full health? I want to see her at her full potential.
Buffy!
Oh, was
Come on,
Buffy?
Cordelia.
I'm
You wanna be a
so
member of the-
dumb. Before it went, oh my god. There's only 3 minutes left of this episode. It's probably because it's a part 1, so it doesn't like have the same formula and like beginning, middle, and end as a regular episode. That this flew by and I just was not expecting that. Okay, I'm done. Because earlier in the episode when Buffy was walking past a house, I thought she was walking past the house where the Taraka, can I just call them teriyaki or is that annoying? I'll try to call them Taraka. I thought she was looking at the house that the Taraka bug guy was like in and watching from, but now they're here knocking on that door and I'm pretty sure that front door is her front door and she was just looking at her own home and considering whether to go home or not and then she decided to go by Angel. Got it.
I'm gonna check upstairs.
I don't like them being separated. I think it's gonna do something. What's gonna happen? So sorry. My dog is whimpering in her sleep. I think she's having a nightmare. I just want to 1 second. Okay. She's good. I hate when dogs have nightmares. Okay, who's knocking on the door? Oh. Wait,
Good day.
oh.
I'm Norman Pfister with Blush Beautiful Skincare and Cosmetics and some free samples.
No, oh, of course. Cordelia's gonna... The scream. Oh, I thought the episode was gonna end on a scream. Yeah, it's the girl. Yep.
Who are you?
Who am I? You attacked me without
Yeah.
I'm Kendra, the Vampire Slayer.
What? What? I feel like I talked about this. I have no idea when, but I was like, oh, I feel I must have said this out loud at some point. Kendra, the Vampire Slayer? Where I was like, there's really just one Vampire Slayer in the whole world? Like, that's so crazy to me. But I mean, I also don't know if there's multiple Hellmouths or just one Hellmouth. So I was like, well, she's on the Hellmouth, so like it makes sense that a lot of supernatural activity is gonna be like she's in that magnetized area. And like there's demon hunters that are also existing in the world, so it's not like she is responsible for every single little thing. Kendra the Vampire Slayer? What are you talking about? But I feel like I brought this up before. I think I brought it up where it was gonna be like, this was gonna be a cliffhanger at some point where we were gonna find out there was another Slayer, because I could just see that being a good cliffhanger, and I was not expecting a cliffhanger like that to happen in the middle of season 2. But now that makes sense, because I was like, why did she not just like go for it and try to attack them in the ice skating rink? And she had like this look on her face when she saw the two of them where it felt human rather than straight demon. But I didn't let my brain linger on it too long. I am so excited. So I wonder, she must not be in the Taraka group at all. They just used that plot device as a way to get her involved in the show and be on screen before we found out who she really was, so it could lead up to a moment like that. Because that'd be crazy. What if she was like in the no, she can't be in the Taraka and then also be double lifing it as the Vampire Slayer. That'd be wild and it just wouldn't make sense. Oh my god. This is one of those nights where I'm like, thank God I'm watching 2 at a time. But I'm so curious about how they're gonna play this out. Like, obviously the way she was like, who are you? I'm the Vampire Slayer. Obviously she thinks she's the only Slayer too. Buffy thought she was the only Slayer, and now I'm just thinking like how there was like constant reminders throughout this episode how there's only one Slayer, and now it makes sense why they like kind of harped in on that. It was to make this like even a bigger deal, to be like, remember there's only supposed to be one Slayer, but look, there's 2. I'm so curious about this, and I'm so happy we're doing this. Okay, what kind of accent is that? It sounded like some sort of island accent. I don't want to like look up her accent because I'm trying to think like what part of the world is she from. I'm also curious about what brought her to Sunnydale. What is she doing? I'm like sitting here thinking, what is this girl doing? She's the Slayer. She thinks she's a Slayer. Maybe there's multiple Slayers. I don't know. There must be. I don't know why I believe this girl when she says that. Like, then what brought her to Sunnydale? I don't want to look up her accent like on Wikipedia. I wrote her name Kendra. I don't want to Google like Kendra from Buffy the Vampire Slayer because I don't know. Spoiler might come up, but I swear she has the same accent as this girl in Outer Banks. So hold on, I want to see where that Outer Banks girl is supposed to be from in the show. So I want to know where this girl's from. I'm sure I'll find out in the next episode, but this is just for funsies. So the girl I'm thinking of that I think has a similar accent, her character is from Nassau in the Bahamas. So I wonder if this girl's from the Bahamas. I don't know how much more of this. Okay, so what I want from this episode, I'm so excited. I can't do a long commentary. I can't. I just need to watch the next episode. It is vital to my well-being. All I'm gonna say is I'm kind of hoping in this next episode, Drusilla, her cure is successful and they get Drusilla back to her full strength and full mind again. And then also I want this whole backstory on Kendra and what in the world is going on. Okay, here we go. But my guess is that if Kendra is a Slayer, now I'm saying a Slayer instead of the Slayer, oh my god. If she is a Slayer, it would lead me to believe that it's not just the 2 of them. There's probably more than they think. At then, right? There's already more than they think if they both are already. Okay. Okay, where are we picking? Oh, thank God, thank God, thank God. Okay, what?
Could you stop with the Slayer thing? I'm the damn Slayer. Nonsense. There is but one, and I am she.
You back off. I'll back off. But you promise not to go all wiggy until we can go to my watcher and figure this out. You were sent here?
Yes, by my watcher.
Oh.
To do what exactly?
To do my duty. I'm here to kill vampires.
Like she's just here in town. She got sent to the Hellmouth to just hang around, live here, and kill vampires and be the new Buffy? Oh, shoot. Oh my god. I'm not worried about him. He's got I was going to say he's got a whole show, but the show might be a prequel. So I wonder if Angel could die in this show. I don't think he's going to die like that, though. But now I'm wondering, like, oh, wait, could he die? Because his show might be a prequel.
And your watcher is Sam Zabuto, you say?
Yes, sir.
We've never met, but he's very well respected.
Oh,
What?
okay.
So he's a real guy?
They call me Kendra. I have no last name, sir.
Why?
You say stuck in the 80s?
Buffy, please.
Hey, identify yourself.
Back off. This is my friend.
Friend.
Yeah.
I'm
As in
guessing
person
Kendra
you
doesn't
hang
have
with,
those.
Amigo?
I don't understand.
Is that even possible? I mean, 2 Slayers at the same time?
Not
Yeah.
to my knowledge. The new Slayer is only called after the previous Slayer has died. You were dead, Buffy.
I was only gone for a minute.
So there really are 2 of them.
It seems so.
Okay.
This is complete.
So there's only 2 because of that little mishap that happened at the end of season 1. That's why you guys were so adamant about being like, she was dead. She died dead. I was like, okay, guys, I get it. She died. Because it wasn't that big of a... It was a big deal. It was like decent for a season 1 ending. Like, oh, she died, but she's back. And it like didn't feel like a real... I gotta say, it didn't feel like a real death because like it came across to me as like drowning and like almost dying, but then she came back thanks to Xander. But the show and you guys made it very clear at the same time, like, no, it wasn't a near drowning. She literally drowned. She literally died for a minute and she literally came back. And now I understand why the show and you guys are so adamant about the intricacies of what happened there at the end. It's because of this, right? Because in that moment, a new Slayer was created.
I thought you were a vampire.
A swing and a miss for the rookie.
I had good reason to think you were. Did I not see a kissing a vampire?
But only with Angel, right?
Yes, right.
You mean Angelus? I've read about him. He is a monster.
She's got the facts on her own, too.
I cannot believe you. He looked to me just like another animal when I...
When you what?
What did you do?
Good, we're gonna get him just in time. But oh my gosh, her knowing who Angel is right off the top of her head and she's new, she's smart and she's like cold. Do you know what I mean? Like she's like, what are friends? No, she's full Slayer, like body and soul. Oh, from the bar. Ew. Oh.
Here you go, friend.
Thought he was helping for a second.
He'll
Nope.
be as good as new in a day or so. What are you gonna do with him anyway?
I'm thinking maybe dinner and a movie. I don't want to rush into anything.
I wonder if they need him as part of like the cure, because he created Drusilla.
Hey, what's up?
He's a salesman and he was just leaving, right? Okay, bye-bye.
Ew, ew,
Time to run.
Angel?
Too late.
There's a lot of tension in this room.
Doesn't anyone just say hello where you come from?
I saved him in the nick. He was about 5 minutes away from being a crispy critter.
Where'd he go?
He said he was gonna stay on the ground. You know, recuperate. I have to ask, has either of you girls considered modeling? I have a friend with the camera. Strictly high-class nude work. You know, art photographs.
I'm just realizing he said that to a 16-year-old. Buffy is 16. I wonder how old Kendra is.
Messiah. Sweet.
Hi, Angel.
One and only. Now all we need's the full moon tonight. And he will die, and you will be fully restored.
Oh, Angel has to die
Black goddess.
to restore her. I'm gonna have to say, I think Angel being around is better for the show than us getting Drusilla at full power. I wish there was another way to do it, though, because I still want to see that.
You've been a very bad daddy.
Until this matter with Spike and Drusilla has been resolved, that you two should work together.
Oh, that'll be a treat.
It can literally be great. Like, I get that there's that competition between them because they're like, I'm the Slayer. No, I'm the Slayer. And there's supposed to only be one. So, like, whatever. But you guys, 2 Slayers could be awesome. Like, I feel like it's not. I wonder what's going to happen because I don't think they're going to keep around 2 Slayers for like the rest of the season or even past this episode. I'm not sure. I feel like it would just be smarter to have them in different spots to like cover more ground if there's going to be two Slayers now. But I don't like that they're like so anti each other. Like I wish they'd be like, okay, let's team up and let's kick some ass. You know what I mean?
Drusilla's not only evil, she's also quite mad. And if she's restored to her full health, then well, there's absolutely no telling what she might do.
Oh, so this is only restoring her to her full physical health, not her full mental health. That she's still going to be mad. Never mind. I don't want that. I don't want that. I wanted Drusilla to like be restored in the brain because I wanted to see what kind of person she really is / was before she got messed up by Angel.
Spike has also called out the order of Taraka to keep Buffy out of the way.
The assassins? I read of them in the writings of Dreamius.
So obviously you have a lot of free time.
I study because it is required. The Slayer handbook insists on it.
Wait, handbook? What handbook? How come I don't have a handbook?
After meeting you, Buffy, I realized that the handbook would be of no use in your case. Perhaps you'd like to show me the part in...
No, don't bond with her.
Where it refers to the Order of Taraka.
Don't bond with her in front of Buffy.
We'll never get through that book. It's a bit stodgy.
Giles wishes I was more of a book geek.
Giles is enough of a book geek for the both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see how they were vibing?
This is Buffy's house. Odds are she'll find us.
Well, what if she doesn't? What am I supposed to do? Just waste away down here with you? I bet you'd let a girl go off to her doom all by herself.
Not just any girl. You're special.
I can't believe that I'm stuck spending what will probably be my last few moments on Earth here with you, coward.
Wait, why is there...
Moron.
Why is there tension? Why is there... Is this real? This isn't real. This isn't real.
We so need to get out of here.
Are they gonna act like that was just nothing? Because... Okay. Ew. Oh my god, I thought it all dropped. Ew, did it? It did drop on her. Girl, take your coat off. Ugh. They're gonna act like that kiss never happened, right? They're gonna be like, agreed never to talk about it again.
Don't look, okay? But no, don't look. That guy over there is totally checking you out.
Oh, that's Oz. He's expressing computer nerd solidarity.
Hey.
Hey, your hair is brown.
Well, sometimes. Did you decide you're gonna be a corporate computer suit guy?
Oh, well, I think I'm gonna finish high school first.
Not really a computer person, you know, or a work of any kind person.
Well, don't you have some ambition?
Oh, yeah. E flat diminished ninth.
Huh?
Well, the E flat, it's doable, but it's that diminished ninth, you know. It's a man's chord.
What is he talking about?
All right, listen up and answer when I call your name. Buffy Summers?
She's one of the Taraka? Was she in the last episode? Because I don't remember seeing her. Oh yes. Oh yes. Work together, girls. I'd love to see it.
He's shot. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm shot, you know.
Was that a demonstration?
Yes.
I knew this I'm the only one thing was just an attention getter.
Just say hello, Xander.
Thank you. I mean, sir, I will be of service.
Great.
You and bug people, Xander. What's up with that?
No, but this dude was completely different than Praying Mantis Lady.
They need Drusilla's sire. You mean the vamp that made her?
Yes.
He doesn't know.
Buffy, what is it?
Oh my god.
Angel. He's Drusilla's sire.
Angel, but our priority is to stop Drusilla.
Angel's our friend. Except I don't like him.
You can attack me, you can send assassins after me, that's fine. But nobody messes with my boyfriend.
So like they're boyfriend and girlfriend officially. Have we gotten that label with them yet?
My mommy ate lemons. Raw.
Has he just been getting tortured this whole time?
She said she loved the way they made her mouth.
They used to eat cake and eggs and honey until you came and ripped their throats out.
Honestly, I'd do that too if I was her, but like he's not that person anymore, so it's like it's sad.
I'm an expert in all weapons.
Is everything all right?
I like seeing her make a mistake though, because she seems so like perfect and put together. So it's like, hey, she's human too.
He can only be killed when he's in his disassembled state. Disassembled. That means when he's broken down into his little buggy parts.
So that means we just gotta step on the bugs?
My parents, they sent me to my watcher when I was very young. I don't remember them, actually. I've seen pictures, but that's how seriously the calling is taken by my people. They believed that they were doing the right thing for me and for the world.
Wait, what?
Don't feel sorry.
How does that work? Because Buffy's parents don't even know that she's the Slayer, and this girl's parents sent her off when she was a kid to her watcher to start training to become the Slayer? Is that what she just said? That's interesting.
I'm guessing dating isn't big with your watcher either.
Yeah, she
I'm
like
not
doesn't know
permitted
how
to
to.
speak with boys. Unless you're pummeling them. That guy, the sleazoid you nearly decked in the bar.
You think he might help us?
I think we might make him.
That's so sad. No family, no friends. She doesn't know how to talk to boys because she's not allowed to talk to boys her age. Oh my god.
Bad dog.
You should let me talk to him, Drew.
The noises
Sounds like
that
your
come
boy
out of
could
this
use some
woman.
pointers. She likes to be teased.
Keep your hole shut.
I can tell when she's not satisfied.
I said shut up!
Oh, or maybe you two just don't have the fire we have.
That's enough. Too bad, Angelus. Looks like you go the hard way, along with the rest of this miserable town.
Was Angel being for real when he insinuated that him and Drusilla were like together? I can't remember the full story. Because we know he had an obsession with her and he decided to like kill her whole family and torture her and then turned her, blah, blah, blah. But did they have a thing then after? Or was he just trying to like get in Spike's head? Because that's new information, I think.
Yeah, it's coming back to me. But, I'd have to take you there.
We can't stop this ritual alone.
Are you listening to me? He could die.
He's a vampire. He should die.
Okay, and she knows that Angel like got hit. Oh wait, no, because she knew of Angel. Does she understand that he got his soul returned to him through that whatever stuff? Because I think when they brought it up, like they had a name for it. I forget what they called whatever curse was put on him or something. She was like, "What's that?" and didn't know. So maybe she doesn't understand. She just doesn't understand like what Angel has become. But also, like I don't know why she's so. I guess it's just trying to show like she's very much about the rules and procedures and stuff, and that's just how she runs it. But like saving Angel stops the rituals, so like why are you so anti-saving him? I don't know.
Wanted to say your friend Willie don't come through in a pinch.
Huh. Great. Willie, I think it's time for you to go.
From the blood of the sire, she is risen. From the blood of the sire, she shall rise again. You bring her here now?
You said you wanted her.
In the ground, Pinhead. I wanted her dead.
Oh, hey! Here we go.
Who the hell is this?
It's your lucky day, Spike.
2 Slayers.
Hey, Lava Boy. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking to you, you big cootie. Welcome, my little pretties.
Smart.
He did, Cordy.
Did you just call her Cordy? Has he ever done that before?
They were duplicitous.
Well, then I'll only kill you just this once.
Okay.
Hope that was enough.
It definitely wasn't. Okay, yeah, so he's alive, so that wasn't enough, right?
Let's get him out.
Oh, she's helping. That's really nice. But that's not the end of Spike and Drusilla. Oz?
Oh, hey. Animal cracker?
I never really thanked you.
Oh, no, please don't. I don't do thanks. I get all red. Oh, look. Monkey. And he has a little hat. And little pants. The monkey's the only cookie animal that gets to wear clothes. You know that? You have the sweetest smile I've ever seen.
The monkey is French?
All monkeys are French. You didn't know that?
No.
They're so cute. I'm so happy they're actually interacting now.
We need to talk.
Oh, wow. I didn't think we were ever going to talk about. Is this going to be that we need to talk about how we're never going to talk about it? Because
What happened? There's a total explanation for it.
I love like
You're
the
a
6
pervert?
feet between
Me?
them.
Yeah. Oh, I seem to recall I was to be my friend.
As if. You've probably been planning this for months.
They're yelling and stepping closer. This is going to be a thing. They're about to kiss again. They're about to kiss again. They're getting heated. They're stepping toward each other. This is going to be a... Are we about to get enemies to lovers with them? I just did not see this. I did not see this. Wait, let me just see if I'm right and they're actually where this is going to go first.
Right, I hired a Latvian bug man to kill Buffy so I could kiss you.
Then it's a race.
Never happened.
Good.
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 We'll talk about that in a minute.
I just wanted to thank you for helping me save Angel.
I'm not telling my watcher about that. It is too strange that a slayer loves a vampire. You talk about slaying like it's a job. It's not.
It's a life.
It's who you are.
I'm a freak.
Not the only freak.
They're alive! Thank God. Rough shape, though.
Don't worry, dear heart. I'll see that you get strong again. Like me.
Okay, so it worked. So it worked. Oh my God, these episodes were so good. Let me go back. How we've had such incredible episodes lately. Like, it's been so good. I would say episode 6. Yeah, episode 6 through 10. 5 episodes in a row have been 10 out of 10s for me. So I got what I wanted. Drusilla got to like come to power again, full power again, and Angel got to live. However, I was misled by making some assumptions that her coming back to full power wasn't just physically, it was also mentally. But I guess she's still mad. So that's going to be interesting to see. And I wonder how hurt Spike is right now. Like if he's just going to like bounce back, or if he's like really going to need to be on the mend. And if he is, how that power dynamic is going to be switching between them and how that's going to play out. That would be really interesting because we've seen like a lot of their relationship has been very power dynamic heavy, where he is above her and she is below him. He takes care of her. He runs the show. Everything is his responsibility, his decisions, his final word, that type of thing. But now I feel like we might get a switch up, which I'm hoping we do, and I think that it's going to be a really fun story to follow. So I'm really happy about that. But can we talk about the way that Cordelia and Xander are going to be like making out on the side in secret now? Like, I think the thought has crossed my mind for sure before, where I was like, okay, we could do an enemies to lovers trope here with them because they're always like at each other, and it's a common thing to like explore that and see where a relationship could go because it's just so much fun. I don't think it's ever going to reach a point, I don't know. I was gonna say I don't think it's ever going to reach a point where they're like full on acquire feelings for each other. I mean, it could. Anything is possible, but I just didn't see that. I don't know, this is so weird. You know, the story goes when you start fooling around with someone in this way where there's like so much like pent up tension and stuff and history and blah blah. You know, if we're talking a classic romance novel, what would happen between them is they would accidentally start to actually have feelings for each other, and then they would eventually admit that to each other, get into a relationship, and live happily ever after, surviving the enemies to lovers trope. But I just don't see them as endgame. But I also am like, how are they gonna just casually end it without it hitting the point where one of them garners emotions? Maybe that's what it'll be. I don't think it's going to go both ways. I'm talking in circles because I'm thinking out loud, but this is my official prediction. I think they are going to start messing around in secret. I think they're going to get away with it being in secret for a good amount of time. I think one of them, it's going to be one-sided, where one of them is going to start to have feelings for the other, but it's not going to go both ways. And the other one is going to be like, no, I don't like you like that. And I'm thinking that when that type of shift in the relationship starts to happen, where one of them starts to have feelings, I think that's when it's going to come out, like they're going to get caught, and them fooling around is going to be like knowledge in the friend group. And then hopefully whoever is the one starting to have feelings can have someone in the friend group to talk to about it. But then I think, yeah, they're going to come clean about their feelings, and then the person's going to be like, I don't like you like that, and it's going to come to an awkward end, because I just don't see it ending with them like together. I don't see that. And as far as who I think is going to catch feelings, I think it's going to be Cordelia. I don't know, because I'm so surprised that Xander would do that. I guess not, because he's like a teenage boy. Like, I'm so surprised he would make out with an attractive girl. No, but seriously, because she's awful to him, like, and has been for so long. Like, he hates her so much. I don't know what kind of like terrible history they have. There's just a lot of insinuation that she has bullied him from a very young age. So like, I am actually surprised that Xander is doing this. I am. This is a really fun dynamic. This is fun. And I'm excited to see where that all goes. And it was cool to have Kendra around. It was cool to hear how she trained differently. They didn't say where she is from or where she went off to. So I wonder if we'll see her again. I wonder where she's going off to. And I wonder too then if so like Buffy's like an underground slayer kind of right now. But if Kendra ever dies, then that means that another new slayer could come up, because we've got a lot of seasons to get through. What if Kendra dies at some point in the season and then another slayer pops up in our show at some point? I don't know, that could happen. But it was cool to have Kendra around. I figured she'd get sent off at the end of this episode, and it makes sense to me. I don't want her to stick around as a full-time character, but I think it would be cool for her to pop up now and then, just because there being another Slayer in the world is just so cool, and it's an interesting dynamic. These 2 episodes were so good. They were so good. I'm excited to get into the next ones. You know, I gotta look up at the titles. The next title is Ted. Who is Ted? And then Bad Eggs. Ew, that sounds like it's going to be like gross. Again, leave all of your thoughts, concerns, comments below, and I may seek one out and talk about it at the beginning of the episode, or if there's like a general topic that comes up in the comments, we'll talk about it at the beginning of the next episode and keep that going for a bit. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.